Bastard Out of Carolina, a semi-autobiographical novel by Dorothy Allison, is a very good read. Very intense, interesting, gripping. I highly recommend. However, we introduce, we get acquainted with disturbing literature on this channel, so yeah, it has its fair share of that what you've been looking for. Welcome, this is Check That Book, and on this channel I introduce you to disturbing literature. Think of it as of a movie trailer, but a trailer for a book. A disturbing book in particular. Don't mind me, I am in the neighborhood and the weather is too good to film inside, so bear with me. As for the book now, Bastard Out of Carolina, it is a story about a young girl and her complex relationship both with her mother and her main issue with her stepdad, so to speak. But the conflict isn't even about troublesome relationships and hardships of the family. Yeah, there's a lot of subjects and topics mentioned. Mother-child relationships, hardships of the life in American South. The subjects of race, sexuality, and again, interconnections, the relationships within the family. I mean, family dynamics can be difficult regardless of where you are, so yeah, it's just an interesting read. However, the disturbing aspect, yeah, is the particular relationship between the, I wouldn't even dare call him stepdad, let's call him her mother's husband, because that's what he was. Disturbingness of the book comes from the perspective of the little girl growing up in not very good conditions and being subjected to abuse from her, well, stepdad. Sounds like an average story, am I right? I mean, it happens all the time and it happens in disturbing literature. However, in this case, it's troublesome and it worries the reader because on a different level. I mean, not that I'm trying to justify or say that it's an easier read. I'm just trying to... it's difficult to put it somehow properly, but I will. The fact that the mother forgives, sort of, out of love perhaps, the man who abused her own daughter before her own eyes even, well, that's something. That's a new thing on the table of disturbing books, and that hit different. I must admit, I enjoyed reading the book because I like a complex story, and again, I like a good autobiography, or in this case, a semi-autobiography, but that doesn't really matter to me because it's from a perspective of somebody. Like a found footage movie, you know? There is no director. I mean, at least that's what a found footage movie wants you to believe. It's not directed, and so is this. As if you read a diary, as if you read a letter exchange, right? And this is a perspective of a person. It is, after all, an autobiography to a degree, so we should always take literature with a grain of salt, obviously, because sometimes being an author myself, I know how it's done. Sometimes you erase something you don't want to, you don't want your reader to know, or you substitute it with something, or sometimes you add up things just to make the picture look bigger, or more threatening, or more intense. It was more outrageous to me than it was disturbing. I felt furious, especially in regards to the mother. I mean, check it out for yourself. I mean, this book is guaranteed to make you emotional. Maybe sad, maybe frustrated, yes, but I also believe it can make you angry, as it did me. And I applaud this young lady for turning out the way she did and not remaining as damaged as one could have become instead, and perhaps even, ended it all. Because the abuse is just, wow, it's borderline leveling the child called it, which we discussed on this channel previously. Again, I need to remind you all that I do not analyze disturbing books per se on this channel. I introduce you to disturbing books. So this bigger format video of mine is kind of like a book trailer. So yeah, I mean, not as gripping as some people do it. Pardon the dog in the background. Like I said, I'm in the neighborhood and we're down to earth, so yeah. Speaking of the title, I think I need to mention, because, well, a younger generation doesn't seem to know many things. No offense, you guys, if you're watching, but who is a bastard? I mean, you can of course do your own Google search, but long story short, a bastard is not just a cuss word. It's not just a swear word. A bastard is quite an accurate term for somebody who was born out of marriage. So it's an illegitimate child. And our main character, nicknamed Bone in this book, was born a bastard, unfortunately. And, well, yeah, she was born in Carolina, hence the title, Bastard out of Carolina. Cool. So about the disturbing factors, like I said, it's borderline child called it, but to a different degree. Again, this emotional moment of the mother being, I wouldn't say ignorant, but psychologically I assume that she is so infatuated with that man, the man who beats her own daughter and molests her, that she can't help herself but forgive him and turn back to him, although in the novel she tries to get away from him but still keeps coming back, and yeah, on his side it's pure manipulation again, and wow, it's quite a roller coaster. It is an interesting read, and yeah, if you want to get immersed in a story that will stick with you for a while and it will awaken some emotions, strong emotions, then yes. As for the disturbing factors, well, you have your child molestation, you have beatings, you have rape, so yeah, this is a serious read. I'm not going to beat around the bush, I'll just say it's a good, serious book for an adult mind. If you want to, it made me feel like, it made me appreciate my life even more, although I myself been through some hardships, and there's millions of others like myself who's been through various hardships, some harder than others. Some a bit lighter, some were more lucky, but again, it doesn't mean that your life and your feelings aren't valid. But we're not here to compare them, we're here to appreciate the good that we have. And books like this, Bastard Out of Carolina, kind of makes you feel that way. It does make you appreciate what you have. I'm sorry, there's bugs. Nature. So yes, Bastard Out of Carolina, a truly decent book. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider giving this video a boost in the form of an erect thumb and a subscription perhaps. Take care, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your summer, and I will see you soon. Bye.